Mark, a game of two halves.
Well, I'd say 4 quarters, because it was only 20 minutes ago when we decided to start doing the little things that we spoke about leading up to the game. So, you know, we were, again in the first half, sloppy, a lot of mistakes in the first 3 plays, and then there's no wonder we were a little bit burnt when it came to the to defending, because we were doing too much of it, and that's why we were losing 18-0 at half time, and people just going out of the systems and panicking and getting a little bit frustrated, and you know, the things that we spoke about went out of the window. And you know, the second half set off very similar. They scored another, tried to make it 22-0, and then all of a sudden, you know, we just seemed to click, didn't we, and started playing the sort of way that we spoke about. We started completing as ball control in the first half. We're running at 47%. The second half we run at 88%, you know, so you always give yourselves a chance, and we did. And you know, the pleasing thing, I guess, is that we played for right till the final whistle and won the game with the last kick of the game. So you know, at least we can get a bit of confidence out of that. You know, the spirit of the guys is still there, and when they start being a little bit responsible for their own actions, then you know we'll be a real competitive and strong team.
But taking the positives is that it was a comeback, and you don't normally get a comeback like that, do you?
No, I think there was 22 minutes ago and we scored 23 points, you know, so it was a fantastic comeback. But they just started just completing and asking the questions and putting the ball in the right areas, and we ground them down like they ground us down in the first half, and that's what the game's about. But you've got to give respect, and that's what we spoke about and we were speaking about all this week. We've got to give the respect, and we've worked hard to get that result on Sunday, and what we don't want to do now is throw all the good work of winning the 2 games so far. And I think it's probably the first time we've won his first 2 games in the Northern Rail, albeit it hasn't been vintage, but to get a result like that when you're not playing particularly well is again a credit to the guys.
And one of your new signings is won it.
Yeah, and he's done it before. You know, he did it a number of years ago against Featherstone live on Sky from a similar sort of place, 40 odd yards out, and you know, he's got all the skills in the world. There's no doubt about that. He ate it sweet, didn't he? And you know, fitting in for a kid that practices that sort of thing. And you know, when he stops out after training, well, 9 o'clock practicing his kicking, and it makes it all worthwhile when he does something like that. And you could see the jubilation of the guys on the sounding of the hooter, and you know, they was really elated with that for a while.
And it's going to be a difficult challenge this Sunday against a good Doncaster side.
It is, and we've got to be respectful, and you've got to appreciate what Doncaster are doing and how they're building, and you know, Carl and Tony are doing a fantastic job there. You know, they've signed a young kid called Cunningham, a centre from Hull, who's highly regarded. They've got Mike Burnett that played for us a number of years ago, who's played a lot of Super League rugby. They've got him on dual registration. They've got Paul Cook, who's played at the highest level. So they've got a number of players in that squad that are very useful, and they'll be a tough team. And you know, they've set the season off pretty well. Got beat last game against a very strong York as well. So, you know, we need to make sure that all the hard work we did to get that result last week against Leigh and playing till the last second isn't thrown away by going to Doncaster. We've been disrespectful and not put in a performance. We need to progress on, and we need to be a little bit better than we was, a lot better than we was last week. And if we do that, then we can come away with the result. But it's going to be hard work, and you know, we can't be dismissing a very strong Doncaster team.